Throughout history, some works of art have transcended time, leaving behind more than just beauty. They leave questions, mysteries, and even hidden messages. From cryptic symbols to unconventional techniques, these masterpieces challenge us to look deeper. Were these hidden elements deliberate messages from the artists, or are they simply coincidences we've overanalyzed over centuries? Today we'll focus on one of the most enigmatic paintings ever created, Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper. Let's uncover its mysteries and discover why it continues to fascinate us over 500 years later. Now let's take a closer look at The Last Supper. In this work, Leonardo da Vinci depicts Jesus sharing his final meal with his disciples. However, this is not just a simple religious scene. Every detail hides a deeper meaning. When you examine the painting, the positioning of Jesus, the expressions on the disciples' faces, and the placement of their hands all reveal the profound messages the artist intended to convey. So what are these messages? Let's begin. Jesus in the position of his hands. In front of Jesus lies bread, and his hands are positioned parallel to the table. However, the hands of the other figures in the painting are placed in different positions. This arrangement is not merely a depiction of a meal, but a profound symbol. Jesus, while sharing his life, delivers a powerful message. But have you noticed the hands of the disciple on his right? Let's delve deeper into this detail. Judas and the symbolism of spilled salt. Judas stands slightly behind Jesus, and in the background, spilled salt symbolizes betrayal. This small yet significant detail provides viewers with a clue about Judas's impending act of treachery. Additionally, his hands reaching out for the bread foreshadow the betrayal he is about to commit. A closer examination of the Last Supper reveals an intriguing possibility. The placement of the apostles' hands and the bread on the table appears deliberate, almost as if they are part of a coded message. Giovanni Maria Palla, an Italian musician and researcher, proposed that these elements form a musical composition when viewed as notes on a staff. Interestingly, the score is not read in the conventional left-to-right manner, but rather right to left, mirroring Leonardo's characteristic writing style. When deciphered, the arrangement produces a melody reminiscent of Baroque sacred music, a hymn-like composition that fits seamlessly with the painting's spiritual theme. The meaning of this melody remains open to interpretation. Some believe it represents a prayer or a hymn, aligning with the solemn and dramatic atmosphere of the scene. Others view it as an artistic experiment, showcasing Leonardo's ability to blend visual art and music into a unified experience. Either way, it highlights his unparalleled ability to innovate across disciplines. One of Leonardo's greatest feats in The Last Supper is his ability to bring the story to life through the gestures and expressions of the disciples. Imagine that pivotal moment when Jesus says, "One of you will betray me." All eyes are on him, and every face, every hand reflects a reaction. Yet these reactions are entirely different, just like the diversity of human nature. Now let's examine all the disciples, starting from Jesus' right and moving from left to right. Bartholomew. Positioned at the far left of the table, Bartholomew appears as if he's about to rise from his seat, leaning forward with a look of shock. His expression captures his immediate reaction to Jesus' words. James the Lesser. With his hands raised in surprise, James the Lesser seems to ask, "How is this possible?" His quiet yet deeply faithful personality is reflected in his gesture. Andrew. His hands are raised in a stopping motion, as if to say, "Wait." This reaction signifies a moment of disbelief or astonishment. Seated closest to Jesus, yet physically withdrawn from the group, Judas holds a small bag, symbolizing his betrayal. His shadowed position and subtle posture emphasize his role as the outsider. Peter. Holding a knife in his hand, Peter leans toward John. This gesture reflects his protective nature and his curiosity about the unfolding events. John. Sitting closest to Jesus, John tilts his head downward, exuding a sense of calm and tranquility. This posture symbolizes his love and devotion to Jesus. With his finger pointing upward, Thomas exhibits a questioning gesture, reflecting his inquisitive and sometimes skeptical nature. James the Greater. With his arms extended and an astonished expression on his face, James the Greater appears to struggle with the weight of the moment, unable to process what he has just heard. Philip. With his hands pressed against his chest, Philip seems to be asking, "Is it me?" This pose conveys his innocence and deep loyalty to Jesus. Matthew. Turning his head toward Thaddeus, Matthew appears to be engaging in a conversation, trying to make sense of the situation. His expression reflects the weight of confusion. Thaddeus. Gesturing toward Simon with his hand, Thaddeus seems to be seeking answers, his motion embodying the questions running through his mind. Simon. Positioned at the far right, Simon sits in a calm and reflective manner. His demeanor suggests he is observing the events unfold, trying to piece together the meaning behind them. As you can see, The Last Supper is not only a masterpiece brimming with profound symbolism, but also a narrative steeped in meaning. However, the passage of time has caused the painting to deteriorate, leading to the loss of certain details and resulting in gaps or varied interpretations. For example, the now invisible feet of Jesus, or the ambiguity of small yet significant symbols like salt, make understanding this iconic work even more challenging. Despite these losses, the painting retains its unparalleled allure, as though it whispers new secrets with every glance. Undoubtedly, there are countless unresolved mysteries and unexplored perspectives still hidden within this masterpiece. What do you think? Are there other enigmas or overlooked details about this painting that you've noticed? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. Together, we can inspire each other to better understand this fascinating work of art. In the next video, we'll delve into the mysteries of another iconic masterpiece. See you then. Thank you in advance for your likes and comments. Welcome to our channel. Don't forget to follow us.